Today we are going to study about collinear points. Look at this picture, and this picture shows an arrangement of desks in a classroom. Ashima, Bharati and Camelia are seated at A, B, C respectively. Do you think that they are seated in a line? Give reason for your answer. So we have to check whether these three students are seated in a line or not. Line means a straight line is this. So we have to check whether they are seated in a same line. And by looking into this, we can say that they are seated in the same line. Also, we have to prove that. So first we have to check the position of A, B and C. We have to mark the coordinate A, B, C. In the question itself it is given. If it is not in the question, we have to mark A lies at 3, 1, B at 6, 4 and C at 8, 6. So 3 points are collinear, and a collinear means when 3 or more points lie on a straight line. See, from the word itself, co-line, which means in a single line. In a single line, if 3 or more points are lying, we can say that these points are collinear. These points are not collinear because we cannot draw a line connecting these 3 points. So this point is out of coverage. That's why we are saying that. So 3 or more points are said to be collinear if it is in a same line. So from the name itself we can identify the property same line. We have studied about collinear. We have to check collinearity, then you have to find the distance between each points. Now we are going to check collinearity of 3 points, which means we have to identify whether the 3 points are in a straight line or not. For example, we have 3 points here, A, B, C. So it lies in a straight line. It is a straight line, okay. Consider this as a straight line. So 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. These 3 points are in a straight line. The 3 points are in a same line, which means they are in collinear. Now we want to check whether ABC is a collinear. For that, look AB. Suppose AB is equal to 5 centimeter and BC is equal to 3 centimeter. Suppose AB is equal to 5 centimeter, BC is equal to 3 centimeter. So this is a straight line. Okay, this is a straight line. AC is a straight line. Then what will be the distance of AC? AC is equal to how much? 5 plus 3, which is equal to 8 centimeter. So the total distance AC will be 8 centimeter. So if we can represent a distance as sum of other two distance, AB plus AC, BC. If we can represent a distance as sum of other two distance, we can say that A, B and C are in same line. Suppose P, Q, R. If we can write PR is equal to PQ plus QR, then PQ and R is in same line. Or we can say that PQ and R are collinear. So now we are going to check whether these 3 points are collinear. If we can represent any one of the distance as the sum of other two distance, we can say that 3 points are collinear. For that I have to represent A, B, C. I have to find AB, BC and AC. If I can write a distance, any of this distance as the sum of other two distance, then it is said to be collinear. Now we can check. So I gave name for ABC. AB is equal to root 5, BC is equal to 2 root 53, AC is equal to root 265. So you have to do yourself. You have to find the distance by distance formula. Don't copy from directly from your note. You have to find these three distance and check. We have root 5, 2 root 53, root 265. So we cannot get a relation. We cannot get a relation. We cannot represent any one of the side as the sum of other two side. If it is, suppose, if it is root 5 and 2 root 5, 2 root 5 is equal to sum of root 5 and root 5. These three are in a straight line. But in our problem, it is not in a straight line because we cannot find a relation between them. The relation is sum of any one distance is equal to the sum of other two distance. So we can say that the points are not collinear. And one of the different question. Read this question. We have 4 points A, B, C, D. We have to check whether A, B, C, D is a square. Read the question. So we have to check ABCD is a square or not. We have already done this kind of problems. So you have to identify the coordinates first. A is equal to 3, 4. So you have to identify these 4 coordinates and you have to find the distance between these 4 points and you have to check whether it is a square. For a square, the 4 sides are same. You have to check whether the 4 sides are same and also diagonals. You have to find the diagonals too. If the diagonals are same, we can say that it is a square. So do it as a homework. The question is you have to check whether it is a square or not. For a square, 4 sides are equal. So first you have to check whether the 4 sides are equal or not and then check for diagonals. If the diagonals are also equal, then we can say that it is a square. For example, if you get 4 sides 4, 4, 4, 4, then diagonal 6, 6. So all the 4 sides are equal and all the diagonals are equal. So we can say that it is a square. Moving on to the next question. This is little much tough comparing to other problems. So we have to find a relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 7, 1, 3, 5. Equidistance means equal, that's all. So you have to find the relation between x and y. So it is said that xy is equal from both these points. Xy is equidistant from both 7, 1 and 3, 5. So first I will graphically represent this. We have the point xy. We have 7, 1 and we have 3, 5. Read the question well. The distance between xy and 7, 1 is equal to the distance between 3, 5 and xy. So both this distance are equal. Suppose it is 5, it is also 5. Now I have to find the relation between this x and y. For that I have to find the distance between 7, 1 and xy, then 3, 5 and xy. So both the distance are same. So I can write that p is equal to xy. P is equal to xy. with the equidistant from 7 1 and 3 5. So we are given names, and I can say that the distance between, so the distance formula, the distance between 7 1 and xy, which means 7 minus x all square plus 1 minus y all square. So this is the distance between a and p, 7 1 and xy, which is equal to the other side. The other side is this side, 3 minus x square plus 5 minus y square. So this is the distance between P and A, and this is the distance between P and B. So since the point xy is equidistant, PA is equal to PB. Means both the distance are same. P is equidistant means P is equal from A and P is equal from B. That is what mean by P is equidistant. So we can say that PA is equal to PB. I have to solve this problem. For that I have two root symbol on left side as well as right side. So I have to square both sides to remove the root symbol. So squaring on both sides. So the square root symbol will be removed. So I get 7 minus x all square plus 1 minus y all square is equal to 3 minus x all square plus 5 minus y all square. So while squaring both sides, the roots are removed. Now we expand. These are all of the form a minus b all square. So a minus b all square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So by using this identity you have to expand. So 7 square is equal to 49 minus 2ab, 2 into 7 into x, which is equal to 14x minus x all square, or x square is equal to x square plus 1 square minus 2y plus y square. So you have to expand this term. So 1 minus x square is equal to this, 1 minus y square is equal to this. So you have to expand each term. 3 minus x all square is equal to 9 minus 6x plus x square plus 5 minus y all square is equal to 25 minus 10y plus y square. So using this identity you have to expand all the terms. And see, we have both x square in the left side and x square in the right side, so we can cancel each other. When x square comes into the left side of equal sign, it will become negative x square. So x square minus x square is equal to 0. So we can cancel x square from both sides. We can also cancel y square from both sides. Okay, no other cancellation. Now we have to bring all the x and y terms to the left side and number to the right side. Once more I am repeating, we have to bring x and y terms into the left side and number terms to the right side. So 49 is a number, so we have to move into the right side. So minus 14x minus 2y. So I have to move this minus 6x from right side to left side. So when it comes to the left side, we get plus 6x. Then minus 10y, it will become plus 10y is equal to no other x and y terms. 9 plus 25 Also I have to move this 49, then it becomes minus 49. Then this plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So which will be equal to minus 14x plus 6x is equal to minus 8x minus 2y plus 10y is equal to plus 8y is equal to 9 plus 25 is equal to 34. 34 minus 1 is equal to 33. 33 minus 49. 33 minus 49 is equal to minus 16. So we get answer minus 8x plus 8y minus 16. So we can cancel 8 out of from the left side as well as right side. So we get x plus minus x plus y is equal to minus 2. I have to solve this. I have to find the relation between x and y. So before that we have to remove this root symbol. We have to remove this root symbol. For that I have to square both sides. While squaring both sides I will get 7 minus x all square plus 1 minus y all square is equal to 3 minus x all square plus 5 minus y all square. So these are all of the form a minus b all square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So 7 minus x all square I can write it as 7 square is equal to 49 minus 2ab, 2 into 7 into x, 14x minus 14x plus x square. So we have expanded 7 minus x all square. Likewise we have to expand 1 minus y all square. So we get 1 square minus 2y plus y square, and also 3 minus x all square is equal to 9 minus 6x plus x square, and also 5 minus y all square is equal to y square is equal to 25 minus 10y plus y square. So we can cancel x square and x square, and also y square and y square. So both are same at both sides. So we can cancel x square and y square from both sides, because if we bring this x square into the left side it will become negative x square. X square minus x square is equal to 0. So no need of bringing into the left side, just cancel if the values are same. We cannot cancel x square and minus x square. We can only cancel x square and plus x square, so that we can bring this plus x square into the left side, it will become negative. So x square minus x square is equal to 0, and in the same case for y square. So the four terms are cancelled. Now bring all the x and y term into the left side and bring all the number term to the right side. Once more, bringing x and y term to the left side. So here I have to move this number term to the right side. So minus 14x minus 2y. We have two number term 49 and 1 square. We have to move it into the right side. I have to bring all the x term and y term to the left side. So I get minus 6x. When it become left side, I get plus 6x. Then minus 10y, it become plus 10y. And all the number term 9 plus 25 minus 49 minus 1. So minus 14x plus 6x is equal to minus 8x minus 2y plus 10y is equal to plus 8y, which is equal to 33 34 minus 50, which is equal to minus 16. So minus 8x plus 8y I got minus 16, and cancelling h from the both side, so we get minus x plus y is equal to minus 2. So the relation is here, minus x plus y is equal to minus 2 is the answer. Also we can rearrange this term, just multiply negative 1 on both sides. Multiply minus 1 on both sides, we get x. Minus 1 into minus x is equal to x, minus 1 into plus y is equal to minus y, and minus 1 into minus 2 is equal to 2. So this is a perfect form. The reason for multiplying minus into the both side means we will get a perfect shape for the equation. So x minus y is equal to 2, a perfect equation. Minus x plus y is equal to minus 2 is also the right answer, but for a little perfection we are rearranging by multiplying minus 1. So x minus y is equal to 2 is the relation between x and y. Now we have to find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9. So we have to find the point on the x-axis. So there is a peculiarity for x-axis. So in this question it says that a point is lies on the x-axis, which means it can be anyone, but the y value is 0. At the x-axis the y value is 0. You can check, take this point 3, 0. So the y value is 0. So for any point lies on x-axis, the y value is 0. And for any point which lies on y-axis, the x value will be 0. Now I have to find the point on the x-axis. Suppose this is the x-axis. So I have A, B and P, and it is question P is a point on x-axis. So here P is the point on x-axis, and we have A and we have B. So it is equidistant means PA is equal to PB. Both the sides are same. That is what mean by equidistant. So P is equidistant from A and B, which means P is equal from A and as well as B. So PA is equal to PB. So we know that the point P lies on x-axis. So it is of the form P of x comma 0, because in x-axis the value of x will be x and y will be 0. We have already seen that. So P is of the form P of x comma 0. So I have to find PA. So we know that the distance between PA and PB are same. So PA is equal to root of x minus 2 whole square plus 0 minus 5, which is equal to 5 square, which is equal to, so PA is this, and PB is equal to root of x minus 2 using distance formula square plus 0 minus 9, which is equal to minus 9 square. So I have to remove this root symbol from both sides. For that I am squaring both sides. So I get x minus 2 whole square plus 5 square is equal to x plus 2 whole square. This both the minus will become plus. Plus minus 9 square is equal to 81. So expanding x minus 2 whole square, I get x square minus 2x, x square minus 4x plus 4 plus 25 is equal to x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 81. So x square will cancel, minus 4x minus 4x minus 4x. I bring x term to the left side and number term to the right side. So 25 plus 4 is equal to 29. When it move into the right side, it will become plus 29. So minus 29. So 4 plus 81 is equal to 85, and 25 plus 4 is equal to 29. When it becomes to the right, when it bring to the right side of equal sign, it will become minus 29. Minus 4x is equal to minus 8x is equal to 85 minus 29 is equal to 56. So I get x is equal to 56 by minus 8. This is equal to x is equal to minus 7. So minus 7 is the answer. We get x point as minus 7. So we take, this is point A, this is point B, and at x-axis the number is of the form x comma 0, and we have to find a PA, PB, and both are equal, and by removing square roots and rearranging terms, I get x is equal to minus 7. So the point is minus 7, 0.